Hello, Gemini. We are going to do your weekend outlook. What's coming in for the weekend that you need to know? First of all, thank you, Barb and Gina. Second of all, anything you need to know is going to be in the description box below, right? Anything you need to know is going to be in the description box below. If you want to book a personal reading with me, if you want to book a personal reading with a recommended reader, their links are all going to be down there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is not going to resonate for everybody. Cross watch, watch for another sign, whatever you need to do. All that stuff you guys already know about, right? Yeah. And if you don't, here's your chance. Oof. All right. Welcome to eclipse season. Tomorrow ushers in the full pink moon as the sun goes by in my deck with the Fool, right? Chaos, 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 right? You've been sitting where you are for a minute, and now all of a sudden comes chaos. Here we are again, right? So here we go. Gemini, current energy. It's the Six of Pentacles. Oof. Six of Pentacles, learning when to give and when to receive. It's easier to give, right? Because to receive has to admit that you need it. And the moon, very intuitive, very watery. Can you see all of this picture before you place a bet? But you can't. But the universe is moving you forward anyway. You cannot see all of this before you place your bet. Where do you put your money? I'm going to put mine on the universe. Recent past, the Knight of Wands. You may have tried to move forward with something in the past, but you didn't have full capacity yet, right? Four of Swords. I've said this in another reading. So in the traditional tarot, this person is laying next to they're lying next to their sword of truth, right? They're lying next to that sword, and they're allowing healing in from the universe through that like chapel window or church window or whatever that is, right? They're allowing that healing in, and they're opening up the rest of their chakras. Call them chakras if you want. I call it your mind, your mouth, and your heart. Okay. Those all have to be in alignment with your truth before you're going anywhere. So I feel like you're still kind of resting and recovering from whenever you tried to do this the last time. This is not going to be a first time offense for any of you. This is going to be something that you've tried before that you didn't quite get where you wanted to go, right? All these videos are going to have my dog in it. I don't know what to tell you. She's noisy. She's a free spirit. She needs to be heard. And I'm shuffling again. I just now realized I'm doing that, but it's okay. Because here you go for a try again in your near future, right? There you go again. How you see yourself. Must be FedEx. How you see yourself moving forward is trying to defend the position that you're in, right? While still, I don't know if I want to say earning money or reaping the rewards or whatever of the situation that you're in. Energy external to you. Somebody's moving forward, whether with or without you, whether this is the energy that you're moving against or moving towards, if that makes sense, right? And then here's this Empress in your hopes and fears. Can you be productive? Or will you be a liability on your own? Will you get in your own head and your own ego with this Six of Wands and be a liability? That's the burden of this decision. Wow, Gemini, you really are just so hot and cold. You think only this one outcome will happen if I do this. There's only this one outcome, right? Stuck in that Six of Pentacles. There's only one outcome. There's not only one outcome, right? So in your potential outcome is this Queen of Pentacles. And she's banking on her ability to create, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. She's banking on her ability to create, to take care of the people that she loves, right? To oversee their future, but not be toxic. Okay. So honey, this is your sign here that there isn't only one way to do the same thing. And not only one outcome is tied to a decision. Okay. And I feel like that is your lesson, because that's this moon card, right? We have this moon card where, yes, it's the moon card, but it also looks like the sun. There's a duality here with the towers and the connection to your subconscious and your higher power. There's a path. You may not be able to see it, but there's also a dog and a wolf, very closely related, close to the same animal, right? Processing information, basically the same. And then here's all of these emotions that you have about it, right? Duality and darkness and the path that you're going on, okay? It is not all one or the other. There's all of this in between, okay? And there's a path, you just can't see it yet. Or you don't want to see it, maybe. Sometimes, we protect ourselves until we're ready. But welcome to eclipse season, because now you're ready. Because the universe just decided that you're going to take a leap of faith, that you're going to decide that it's time to receive a new beginning. Yep. The death card tried to rear its ugly head, right? But this is not energy that's new to you, because you've taken this jump before. You've taken this leap before. You're trying to recover from it. And there may very well be people, if this is like leaving a relationship, maybe you've tried to leave a relationship before. Maybe you've tried to start this new endeavor before, this new job. Maybe it's your own business. Maybe it's whatever it is. You've done it before and it wasn't the right time, or you weren't ready. Okay. Regardless, I don't know if it was ugly or if it just didn't go. Right. But those aren't the only two options, right? If it goes, it's not only going to be one of two things, really good or really bad, right? Because everything else falls in the middle, and that's usually where we land, is the middle. So this moon, this darkness that we can't see, this energy that you're already in, that you're still afraid of, but you're already in this energy, okay? So stay right where you up, back up your thoughts and your feelings, right? Let those feelings flow. Don't let them sweep you away. You've got a choice, Gemini. There you are. The Lovers. Okay, you've got a choice. Guided by the universe. Put yourself out there. Be vulnerable. Okay? Because not everything is about either loss or gain. Okay? If you cut this Lover's card directly down the middle, it looks almost exactly the same. Right? Interesting. Not everything is going to be exactly one way or the other. So stop stressing about that and your happiness. Okay. So here we have at the foundation of this reading, we have this Chariot, Cancerian energy, moving forward, being balanced between light and dark, good and bad, whatever you want to call it, that yin and yang. See, there's that yin and yang, right? Being balanced with the light and the dark. Okay. The light and the dark. We have both on this. And he, she, whomever doesn't need any more power than what the universe has given them to be able to drive this chariot. He doesn't have any reins or leashes, or there's nothing tethering him to these sphinxes that are balanced, pulling him forward. It is the power and the weight of the universe, okay, pulling you forward, and you're feeling that pull, you're feeling that tug, you're feeling that unhitch the wagon and move forward, and it is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, okay? This isn't the first time you've been there. It may have upset a family situation in the past, okay? Did you change jobs or try to start a business or go out on your own or whatever it is you're doing? Did you put the house you're living in up for sale? That's for some of you. Did you put the house you're living in up for sale and then it just didn't go the way you wanted it to go, right? But now you've leveled up. Now you've bossed up. And you're making these decisions. Whether you are the emperor in charge of running a family or a business or whatever, you're making these executive decisions, okay? And the people around you probably aren't happy, okay? But for you, Gemini, in your mind, you've got, it's either going to work and go great or it's going to fail and do this. There's all this in between, right? It's that middle part that really counts. And if you can tell me what movie this next quote is from, you can get a free reading. Okay? Endings are hard. Beginnings are scary. But it's the middle that counts. That's roughly the quotation. Email me. Quotation. Lilithswindowtarot@gmail.com. 1L. Right? That'll be in the description box below. Here's your Empress right here. Now they're going to get on board. Whether you think they are or not, they will. Okay? Now they're going to get on board with your movement forward. In the past, they weren't. In the past, this other person, whether it was a partner in business or relationships or marriage or whatever this was not on board. You went for it anyway, didn't you? Yes, you did. And now you're back in the same energy because you didn't yield the results that you wanted it to yield. Okay. So it didn't yield the results you wanted it to yield. Now you're resting and recovering. You're reaching out for that sort of truth again. Yeah. Because here comes the boats. Here comes your ships coming in. The universe has whipped those sails around and change is coming. It's time. And you know this, right? You just have to get your foot. It's like your foot is stuck in a rock and you think you're either going to drown or you're going to unstick your foot and everything's going to be fine. Let me just tell you. Maybe the water is how you get your foot out. Maybe you get your foot out and fall down on the rocks flat on your face anyway. Nobody knows, only the universe. Okay? So tap into your higher power, okay? Because they're not specifically going to say, this is going to be great. This is going to move you forward. Or nope, this isn't going to work. Nobody's saying that to you. You're relying on your instincts and you are relying on your faith and your higher power. Call it whatever you want. Whatever you subscribe to. That's not it. Whatever you subscribe to, okay? Because that's your crowning energy. So here you go. You're on that horse again. You're not feeling like an emperor. As he shoots across the table. You're not feeling like an emperor. Feeling like a knight, but you're going with it. You're going with your gut. You're going with your intuition. Right? You're going with a tangible forward movement that you feel very strongly about, that you don't know if it's is this a mature energy that's going to get me where I want to go, or am I jumping the gun? But it doesn't matter because now is the time for you to do whatever this is. Okay? So it doesn't really matter. And yeah, you've got choices for your future. Okay? So here you go. Maybe you are moving for a relationship or a job or whatever it is, but you've been made this offer. And I feel like it's not even a great big offer. I mean, maybe you just met someone and they were like, well, since your job operates over here too, maybe you spend more time over here and see where this goes. And you're thinking, I'm either going to fall flat on my face with this person, it's not going to be what I wanted, or it's going to be great. Well, there's too much in the middle to decide all of that right now. Or a job. I mean, like whatever this other energy is, this is where you're going. Okay. I feel like you're not going there alone though. You're not. You're still defending what's at home, what's important to you. Okay. You're still supporting that family, that endeavor, whatever that is, somehow. Probably because they're on this ride with you, right? So you're allowing this energy to move forward with you. And maybe that other entity, if it's a relationship, you're taking them along for the ride because you're the financial stability or you're the breadwinner. If you're taking them along for the ride, you're stressed out about it, right? But you've got a family, you've got children, you've got people, you've got energy you're still attached to that you're still giving freely to, which is why you're stuck in the Six of Pentacles, right? This is why you are, do I give with one hand and get with this one? You're not, it's not always like that, right? It's not always like that. So here you are defending that new beginning because you feel very passionately about it. For a lot of you, this is going to be starting a business out on your own, and your partner is like, here we go again, right? They're in the boat with you. They're in the boat with you. You are not either going to arrive or sink. It's not always about that. Because here's this energy external to you. Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait for me, I'm coming. You're not walking away from me. And they're thinking it in their mind too, because when the Lovers and the Devil show up in the same reading, I probably have a couple. Okay. Is this decision just going to be, what are we going to do? We're going to go down in flames? It's happening. But I'm with you. I'm supportive. Yeah. I'll work just as hard as you do. We'll come through this together. We'll come through this together. So your hopes and fears, have you gathered up all of these worries and attachments to relocate, carrying the burden for yourself and others because you're still attached to a situation? I feel like you're still attached to a family and you're moving towards doing something on your own in business that's going to rock that whole boat for your family. That's not going to be for all of you. Okay? This reading won't be for all of you. But you're carrying the burdens of not only yourself but everyone else. But you're also going to land somewhere. Do you see that? You can't see it though because you're looking down, carrying those burdens, right? You're looking down, carrying those burdens. Are they going to, when you get them there and you plant all these little different opportunities, all these different little wands with this growth on it, are they going to yield the results that you want? That's this thing that you're going towards. Why do I have 3 there? I do. We have the Empress on both sides. Okay. But here's the important part. Realize that it's not only you. It's not only you driving this wagon train across the country. Okay. You've got an Empress on both sides. It's you and a partner. And you're trying to carry that burden. You're trying to carry that burden for everyone so that maybe they don't feel the loss as much or we're in the same places, Are they going to still be able to have this stability with a family? I feel like either kids or some connections throughout this new beginning that you want. And I'm telling you, this is somebody who's the breadwinner of a family who is starting on their own or taking a new higher position that may not yield them the results that they want, and they're stressed, right? But you're healing. And as long as you're in this peaceful mindfulness energy, you can learn from your past, right? You can easily balance those scales and go forward. I mean, are you going to pack up the whole family into the Vista Cruiser and go wherever you want to go? Or is that not the right thing to do? Well, here's your outcome. Okay. This is still how you see yourself down here. We have this 6 of Cups. This was in your how you see yourself, holding it together for your family, right? With that Queen of Pentacles, or counting on this other energy to hold it together, right? You hold together this family and kids while I do this, while I push out all of these ideas and all of this, turning this information into tangible money or tangible income or tangible whatever, right? Obsessed with it because you are, but that just means that you work all that harder, right? You work all that much harder. Yeah, look at that. And there's your marriage or your relationship or your happy stability. There it is right there. That's your outcome. If you drive yourself forward, there you are, Gemini. A new beginning in truth. Cutting yourself away from all that doesn't serve you anymore and moving towards your goal. So for some of you, this is definitely about a financial situation that you're moving towards, that you may have to be in a position to allow another energy source to deposit money or stability or whatever for a second while you get this off the ground and running, right? Because when you're in this Six of Pentacles energy, it's you've figured out now that you're not always going to be on top, right? Sometimes you're going to have to be the person that gets whatever help. But this Empress and this Emperor energy are very balanced. They're very balanced, okay? And they can control how their family grows, right? Because they're in charge. Not because the universe says so, but they do. But because what you've manifested belongs to you. It's already been given to you. This opportunity, this new beginning has already been given to you. And you're not going to lose your stability because of it. All right. It's not toxic. It's your choice. Even if you can't see that right now. So some of you are going to go towards a new business opportunity, maybe you're going to start your own company. Maybe you're going to do, I don't know, whatever it is people do nowadays, what you crazy kids do these days. But you've tried this before and your family is saying, oh, here we go again. And you're just waiting to either fail or succeed. But there's a lot that comes in between that. There's a lot that comes in the middle, right? There's a lot that comes in the middle. And you have hunkered down and are working like a maniac because you're worried that you're going to fail. And for you, your energy of failing is the same as somebody else having to give you a hand, right? That's not failing. That's somebody contributing to your success. It's uncomfortable and you don't like it. And this doesn't, I'm going to tell you right now, this doesn't tell me where you go from here or how you get there or what happens when you get there. This isn't telling me your future. That's not what this does. Yeah, it just doesn't tell me your future. It just tells me that you're going to take a leap. You're going to take a leap, right? And it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. So because now is the time. Maybe before wasn't the time, but that was the lesson that you learned that day or that week, right? So Gemini, whatever you're doing right now, just keep doing it because there's so much in the middle that is still successful. It's not about one or the other. And there's people there to help you on the way. Even if they maybe don't wholly 100% believe in what you're doing, they do believe in you. So you have this duality in you that's like fighting for this or this, but there's all of this in the middle that you can't see right now. And that's okay. Maybe it would overwhelm you. All right, Gemini. Welcome to eclipse season. Thank you, Barb and Gina. Everything you need to know about booking a personal reading is in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm sending tons of love and light, and we'll see you next time.